everyone! I'm so glad you're here today. My name is Jet. Everyone calls me Jet because I'm always on the go, jetting around the world and traveling to new and exciting places. I was just packing my backpack and getting ready to head on another adventure. Would you like to go on an adventure with me?
Yes!
Great! Well, let's get to packing. The first thing I need to pack is my favorite toys. I can't leave these behind. Let me see you pretend to put your super special toys into your backpack, just like me. Good job! And I can't forget to pack my most comfy shoes. These are good for walking around lots of places. Let's all put our most comfy shoes into our backpacks. Perfect! And I still have room for fun souvenirs to bring back home. One of my favorite things to do when I travel is to take pictures of the places I go. Do you want to see some of the pictures I've taken?
Yes!
Okay! I've been to the rainforest where I saw all kinds of plants and animals that God made and found the coolest rain stick souvenir. And I've been to Africa to see tall giraffes roaming the plains. Oh, and I just got back from a trip to a sheep farm in New Zealand. There were fluffy sheep everywhere. It was so fun. I love taking pictures of the places I go and the people I meet. Do you like to take pictures of the things you see?
Yes!
Whenever we see a camera pop on screen like this, we should take a picture. Everyone hold up your camera and say, click, click. You've got it! Travel buddies, I think we're ready to go. Stand up and sing with me.
On the boat, we will float. On the boat, on the go, on the plane, we will fly. On the plane, on the go, everywhere. My God is everywhere. My God is way up high, down below, everywhere I go. In the car, we will ride. In the car, on the go, on the train, we will roll. On the train, on the go, everywhere. My God is everywhere. My God is way up high, down below, everywhere I go. Everywhere. My God is everywhere. My God is way up high, down below, everywhere I go. My God is everywhere I go.
Look, friends, we made it all the way to the hot, sandy desert of Egypt. I've always wanted to visit this place. I wonder how we'll travel while we're here. My ticket has a picture on it. Travel buddies, do you know what this is a picture of?
A helicopter.
That's right, it's a helicopter. That must mean we're going to fly across the desert. Now, do you know what we call a person who flies a helicopter? Is it a driver or a pilot?
A pilot.
You know it! Let's all wave and say, "Oh, pilot! Oh, pilot!"
All aboard!
Look, it's the camera! Let's take a quick picture of the pilot. 1, 2, 3. Click!
Hello, Jet! It looks like you and your travel buddies are ready to go on a high-flying adventure. While we're on the go, you need to follow the 2 rules. The first rule is to be kind. Jet, can you and your travel buddies say, "Be kind"?
Be kind.
That's it! You can be kind by listening when others are talking. If you can be kind by listening, let me see you click on your listening ears with me. Click, click. You got it! Rule number 2 is to be safe. You can be safe by keeping your hands and feet to yourself. If you can be safe, let me see you clap, clap, clap. Put your hands in your lap. Let's do it together. Clap, clap, clap. Put your hands in your lap. We're all set to go. Today we're going to fly over to some ancient pyramids. In the desert, you won't see a lot of water, but you will see lots of sand, some prickly plants, and tall triangle buildings called pyramids. So have your cameras ready to take pictures. And if you do some digging, there's also a special souvenir to remind you of what you learned while you're here. Let me know when you find it. Now, what are we waiting for? Let's crank up the helicopter and get on the go. Everyone, spin your arm above your head like the big propeller on the top of my chopper. And let me hear you repeat after me. In the chopper, we will fly.
We will fly.
In the chopper, on the go.
On the go.
Have fun taking pictures, and don't forget to find your special souvenir.
We made it! Thanks, pilot. Traveling to a desert is so much fun. Whew, the pilot was right. This place is very hot and sandy. Travel buddies, there's the camera. Let's take a picture of all we see. 1, 2, 3, click! Wow, I've never traveled to a place like this with so much sand. Look at the big, tall pyramids. Let's all reach up high and try to touch one. They're so tall, we can't even reach the top. And look at this interesting plant. I've never seen one like this. Ouch, this plant is really prickly. And now I've got a boo-boo. I need something to make it feel better, but I didn't bring anything with me. Travel buddies, do you see a doctor or nurse anywhere around here?
No.
Me either. Let's just find our souvenir and get back to the helicopter. The pilot made it sound like we should do some digging in the sand to find our souvenir. And look, here's a shovel. This should be fun. Travel buddies, count to 5 with me as I dig in the sand. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5.
Look, boys and girls, it's a tiny little pyramid like the ones we see here in the desert. And it has a Band-Aid inside. This is just what I need to help my boo-boo feel better. Let's call the pilot and show him what we found. On the count of 3, let's all shout, "Oh, pilot!" 1, 2, 3. Oh, pilot!
Hello, travel buddies. I see you found a pyramid with a Band-Aid hiding inside. It's a special souvenir you can take with you to remind you that whenever you're hurting, God can heal you. You know, God has different names that remind us of who He is. One of the names for God is Healer. That's because God can make all kinds of hurts feel better. Let me tell you a story about when God healed a man whose legs were hurt. There once lived a man who couldn't walk. His good friends carried him to see God's Son, Jesus, because they heard that Jesus was healing people who were sick and hurt. But when they got to where Jesus was, the house was too full. They couldn't even get in the door. They knew that God's Son, Jesus, could heal their friend, so they found a way to get in. First, they climbed up on top of the house. Let me see all my travel buddies pretend to climb. Then they started digging a hole in the roof. So let me see you pretend to dig. And stop. Good job. They kept digging until the hole in the roof was big enough for their friend to fit through. Then they lowered their friend down into the house, right in front of Jesus. When Jesus saw how hard the friends had worked, He knew they believed God was their healer. Jesus looked at the man who couldn't walk and said, "Friend, your sins are forgiven. Get up, take your mat and go home." On the count of 3, let's all say, "Get up." 1, 2, 3.
Get up!
That's it! The most amazing thing happened. All of a sudden, the man could walk. His legs weren't hurt anymore. Then the man, his friends, and many of the people in the house started praising God because they knew that God had healed the hurt man's legs. Oh, let's take a picture to remember that God is our healer. 1, 2, 3. Click! Good job, travel buddies! God heals all kinds of hurt. God healed the man so that he could walk. But God also healed his heart when Jesus forgave him for all the wrong things he had done. God is our healer too. Now let me hear you say this after me. God is my healer.
My healer.
That's it. You can remember that God is your healer every time you put on a Band-Aid or play with the pyramid you dug up here in Egypt.
Thank you, Pilot. Wow! God can heal any hurt I have. He can heal the tiniest boo-boo on my finger, and he can even heal my heart when it's feeling sad. Coming here to Egypt has taught me so much. I think I can remember what the pilot taught us. Let me hear you say this after me. God is my healer.
My healer.
You've got it. This desert adventure has been so much fun, and we've taken some really amazing pictures. Let's look at what we have so far. Oh, look! Who remembers when we took a picture of the sandy desert and tall pyramids? Me too. Is God here with us in the desert?
Yes.
Yes, God is with us everywhere we travel. He saw that I got a boo-boo when I touched that prickly plant, and he knew just what I needed to make it feel better. Now, let's look at our next picture. Ooh, this is a picture from the Bible story we heard today. Did God heal the man whose legs were hurt?
Yes.
Yes! God healed the hurt man's legs and his heart. I know God will heal my finger too. I think we took one more picture. Let's see. This is a picture of the pilot. The pilot taught us that since God heals all kinds of hurts, we can call him our healer. If you know that's what we learned today, then say this after me. God is my healer.
My healer.
See, we all know God's name. He is our healer. Let's all stand up and sing a song to celebrate.
We're on the go, 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 following you, Lord. We're on the go, 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 following you, Lord. Shepherd, healer, Father and defender, provider, God, you are my Lord. Shepherd, healer,
you say what we learned here in the desert today one more time. Repeat this after me. God is
God is
my healer.
my healer.
That's it. I hope you have so much fun on the go, and I can't wait to take another adventure with you next week. Bye-bye.